Sorry, they won the World Cup. They won the World
World
Cup.
Cup
I
is
hate
true.
to I hate to defend Chelsea.
No, you can
but
defend
it's
Chelsea. You're a
just
Man U
fact.
fan. You defend failures. What?
You are bold enough coming from you,
Eh,
taking position. You are bold enough to ask some questions. You should sit it out.
I don't understand. If Navas not injured, why you guys? Why you guys?
It's the likes of
like, why you
likes
guys
of
so frustrated? Wait. Is Navas? Wait.
Tayo, let me talk.
Wait.
Let him speak.
Tayo,
Just for
no problem.
I was tired of them being 15 times champions. That's just my hate.
No problem. Kenny, what do you have to say about the game?
I wasn't surprised. Like I said, you don't write. I used to say you don't write Madrid off. You don't relax. And you answer now. You are. I have to say,
I don't know. I'm
We're not sure.
telling you. I don't
We're
know.
not sure if they showed him 3 hours.
bro, they showed only one angle. Even the people from the podcast and from the news outlet said it. It was only one angle, and they showed the angle where she called as a young dove, or he dived anyone. That's the only angle they showed. Brother,
beg, wait till this.
yeah, first, whether you like it or not.
It's like playing guys.
Imagine that Arsenal lost to Plymouth over the weekend. By now, you have
You people are the way. I don't like when you guys just jump and you are doing bias here.
welcome to Ball 18. We're here once again. It's good to have Ola back. Ola, the Madrid fan in the house. We have Kenny and we have Promise as usual, and we have me, the one and only host, United till I foresee for. I know that Promise can't wait, and you guys can't wait to analyze the last Man U game against Grimsby. Promise, let me let you in because I know you have a lot to say.
No, like honestly,
He has been knocked out of the Cali Cup for the first time in how many years by 4th division
I
TN
think
team.
I think my biggest problem is not just from the Grimsby game. This is just an extension of what the issue is. Your manager does not want to be flexible. I didn't say he's not flexible. He doesn't want to be flexible. He wants to be stubborn and push his and what do you call it, his tactics, which is good. The problem is now is that man, you need to get some confidence boosting results, not even performance. Because if you see Grimsby, right, they had chances, but I think it's almost like the players are having heavy legs. These are players that not normally they will take their chances clearly and do their thing. But I think the manager just have to keep it simple. You don't need any two tactics that I'm seeing him on his board doing like this to create some miracle. No, keep it simple. To be honest, and the thing is like when I'm speaking about the quality of players, if man you have bad players, I'm sorry, you have more than enough decent players to win games. And Grisby was an example of what the confidence of the team looks like is on the ground. And the faster, if you can win the next 2 games now and get the confidence boost up, then you can start, slowly implementing because your tactics will always be there. The players know what you want to play. But once there was a time Ten Hag and the team went on this run that they were beating teams, and Rashford was on good form, right? Players that you know that on normal day they might not give you constant result, but because of the confidence that the team has instilled in them, you see them picking up form and they are doing their thing. I think that's what man you need now. The new players coming in have to see that more. I'm in a good team, or I have to, or at least I can help the team grow. But right now, even Bomo and Cunha, they're not looking themselves. Not like they're not good players, but the tactics is really messing the whole team up. And if the coach does not adjust, as much as Burnley is a decent side, Man U can be in for a good shock this weekend.
Okay, mine can be in for a good shot. The coach needs to adjust. Kenny, what do you have to say about Manchester United and coming out of the Carling Cup?
I'm of this opinion. I will stop blaming the coaches. It's the players. The coach implemented what the style of play. It was their job to go to the field to perform. See someone like Onana. Onana was bad. Very poor performance from Onana. Would I say the defense was a bit bad also? But Onana was terrible. He was as if he sold the game. And this was his chance opportunity for him to what's the name? Take his team his first team shirt back in the Premier League. But with this, there's no hope. I'm speechless. I wasn't expecting Grisby to score 2 goals. I was shocked. But at some point, the truth is, it's not as if I don't wish you well as a person. I don't wish you well as a Man U fan. So at some point, I was excited. I was like, so be it. Man U should go out. because they said they started the season with we played exciting football against Arsenal, but we can't see anything exciting anymore.
Can't see
So
anything exciting anymore. You know, wish Man U fan well. No problem. Ola, you're not much of a English fan, but do you have anything to say about the Manchester United and what we're going through presently?
The only thing I want to say is that everybody will start carrying their weight by themselves now. So I think everybody will just learn from what has happened, but it gives them time to be able to focus properly on the league, and at least that should let them know that we have to do better. They have to do better. So I really don't have much to say because it was coming.
They have to do better. Yeah, like I said, I've been saying it in our group since for a while that I believe this is last term. It's just so if you look at the league, yeah, it's just that there's a lot of noise around Manchester United. That's just the issue. If you look at the league and before that game, the noise that was coming out, it wasn't what it is because yes, we played two good sides. We played Arsenal and Fulham. Arsenal, yes, they won us. Fulham, we drew. Other clubs go to Fulham. And Liverpool went to Fulham last season and they lost. Arsenal went there and they lost too. So, Man U going to Fulham now because it's Manchester United, the noise was everywhere. And I guess that there are some things that the manager says that is blown out of proportion or is misunderstood. Or sometimes he just says the thing that he's not supposed to say at that point in time. And it's Manchester United. Every word you say will be scrutinized. Every word you don't mean or you mean would definitely have a follow through. But I believe that it was just a crack. We would get back and we would move on.
No, Asumi,
Um,
yeah, oh, hold on. The problem
yeah,
I'm having with you and Man U fans that you're having hopeless hope. They call it hopeless hope from the pit of hell. It's not just a crack. The team has been cracked. I'm telling you right now that any way, which way, this thing happened to you right now. If you think about it and about small in a good way, when Arsenal's features were drawn out, people were like, "Oh, these guys want to start drama because either Arsenal or Man, U, one person will draw points at the beginning of the season, and that means our both clubs are very suspect to banter. It doesn't matter what happens, right? Yes, we're in a better state, but doesn't mean that they will not banter us for trophies. My point is, if Arsenal have lost that Man U game at the beginning of the season, we're not going to escape the banter. Where my coach is really, really faulting is pick the team to win. Baba, tactics will come later. Just even in 2 games in a row. Imagine that in a club for the last how many games? Might have not won 2 games in a row. No, deep it. And we're talking about okay, forget Fulham and you're saying Fulham and Arsenal. I guarantee they are good teams. What of the Cali Cup team, fourth division? This is
that's
where
why I
the
told you that's where the crack is now.
yeah, this is where the excuse. Yeah,
That's where the crack is basically.
yes, babe.
So let's
Yeah.
um um we move on to the weekend games basically. We have the first game of the weekend is Chelsea versus Fulham. Chelsea hosts Fulham. Chelsea have been in hot form. They just even signed some players. We'll still talk about the transfer that is going on. I don't think Madrid needs to sign anybody again because even the Arnold you signed, you are putting him on the bench. We don't know what Alonso's plan is, but Arsenal too just signed a defender from Bayern 04. Chelsea to just secure the loan move for Fakol from Bournemouth. Kenny, are you seeing the business Chelsea is doing, and what do you think their results will be this weekend against Fulham?
not surprised. Chelsea has been like this from last season. Signing.
But don't you think they are playing a long run game and it's actually favoring them? Don't you think so? Because in the long run, Chelsea they're signing players, they're selling players for good money, and
My
they're still
bro,
keeping their team.
there will
Okay,
be an excuse. Let me tell you why I said so.
okay.
We all believe when people say we are building. When results starts getting poor, Chelsea is if you might not agree with me. Chelsea has not Chelsea didn't come to the Champions League. They did Ruru to the answer and they won Club World Cup. So for someone that's not won the Champions League in 4 years or 5 years, they just did Ruru to the answer in Club World Cup and they won it. The problem is now when they start getting bad results, Chelsea fans and the board will tell you we are trying to build, we are trying to build. If you keep buying too many players, they will not gel. You keep building, and hoping that someday they will all come together. You can't be signing a lot. I don't know how they are beat. Do you know? I will give it to him. He's beating the FFP rule very well. with the slavery contract is given to players, 8 years, 9 years. I want to sell my future a bit. But like I said, it's a good deal. They should keep buying. But do I wish them well? No. Do I see them ending top 6? Yes. But do I think they will win the Premier League or the Champions League? I don't see them winning both.
Okay, we are playing the long road game. Okay, what's your score? What's your score prediction for them against Fulham on this weekend?
Fulham is very, very tough. I'll give it a 1-1 draw.
1-1 draw. Ola, you know a little bit about transfer. You know something about transfer, or you know a lot about transfer. Do you think that these signings Chelsea are doing are actually a positive thing? Do you think it's shaping their team well? Do you think it's something that is nice, or at the long run it might just affect the coach and it might have too many issues? But coach always like quality players and selection problem. So what do you think? What do you think about Chelsea and their transfer policies?
Yeah, well, for me, it's just I'll still try to make it a parallel with Real Madrid. Yeah. So Real Madrid likes to sign when like they try to fill in gaps as much as they can. And what Chelsea has done so far is taking their own that same idea, taking to the extreme by signing players in every window. So far it has worked in a way because now they have been forced to get a trophy, the Club World Cup. Now there's more pressure and they are still trying to sign more players. For me, there's one thing about signing players is there's always competition for places. Now, the fact that they are Jackson, they still signed the lap, then they still signed Jao Pedro, it means that all these three guys are fighting for one spot. And what that does to the team in the long run is that it creates competition amongst the players. So one player wants to outdo the other, and the team, the club itself gets better for that. And that's one thing Real Madrid has always tried to do. But now the issue now is how do you keep a large squad happy? That is where the major problems, and that falls in the hands of the coach. So the coach just has to find a way to make sure that every player that he's going to count on has to be happy enough to be able to play. So if he's giving some people minutes here and there, yes, you can do that. And considering the fact that the games we have nowadays are too jam packed, having a large squad to help. So when you can have like three different teams that can be able to play in three different competitions. We did that last season with the Europa League and the Conference League and the League and the Cup also. So I think they just want to go in that same phase again, and hopefully they can be able to get a trophy or two. But for me, as a footballer like myself, if you sign, they means you are just trying to create competition as much as possible, and it's always a club that gets happy for something like that. So that's what I think about their transfers.
Very good, very good. Kenny, you're raising your hand. You have an objection. Okay.
Um, I agree with Tola. He made his point, but let's be honest. We are seeing when a large number of when the squad has too many players. Let's use Manchester United as an example. See, young players are trying to leave the team because they are not getting playing time. Let's still use Chelsea as an example. Ola said Chelsea had a score to Conference League. What was the competitive team Chelsea played in the Conference League? If Chelsea was in the Champions League, I can promise you the squad they were fielding for the Conference League, they won't try it. Who did they really play in the Conference League till they got to the finals? That's not competition. They should try it now in the Champions League. I would hold you guys responsible when the Champions League starts. Chelsea should field the same set of players they were fielding in the Conference League against the teams they were playing in the Champions League, and we'll see the end result. So I'm not saying it's a bad.
No. They can't do that now.
So
Equality
my
has changed.
brother,
That's why they are
the
adding
truth
more
is,
politics to their
when
team.
you say competition is good for a team, sometimes competition is bad for a team. Because see Jackson, for example, when he thought someone was coming to take, he was selfish with the ball. He wanted to score goals so the coach would keep playing him. And he was missing a lot of chances. He wasn't passing the ball when they were clear cut chances to give his teammates. So when there's too much, players will not be happy. Players will leave. And Chelsea will Lavia has not played anything. You are buying more players. At the end of the day, it seems to me like they are laundering players. I thought they were used to launder money, but now it's players Chelsea is trying to launder. But it's all good. I wish them all the best.
Pass.
Please, we don't promote laundry or no laundry. Okay. Moving to Manchester United playing Burnley this weekend. Promise. I know your mouth is always sharp when it comes to Manchester United. That's how you always do. You're always, but at the end of the day, Arsenal will cry when it comes to the long run. What's your score prediction on Manchester United goal this weekend?
No, unfortunately, Man U will win 2-0. I see them keeping a clean sheet.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. I don't. I mean, this is the game. You know, when a player loses a match, he wants to quickly get going for the next game. You have to win this one. I see the player being motivated because they're going to go off for like a week plus for intentional break. So winning this, you keep the feel good factor within the team, and then when you come out from international break, you can hopefully you want to continue the run because I think your game starts with City or so or Newcastle. I don't know, you're playing some. You have some
City,
tough.
yeah.
You have some. So imagine playing City
City and
next.
Chelsea.
So you see, I know you beat Chelsea. I'm not worried about Chelsea with Man U. Man U will beat them. They're like Man U babies. But you see City, Man U want to, and Man U performs in big games. But you need to beat Burnley. And I know they'll beat Burnley 2-0. And Mbemo and Cunha want to atone for their sins in Cali Cup. So yeah. And I know I was going to speak, but I didn't know you're going to end Chelsea's sector. Let's rewind about 2 minutes. Just give me 2 minutes.
No
Asimota,
problem. You have the show. Yeah.
their signings and they are just and they're what they call useless signings. Chelsea have signed useless signings this season. You and I know you cannot beat your
How?
chest. Hold on, let me
How?
finish.
Mention a useless signing Messi Chelsea
Hold
has
on.
done.
The only decent sign
Okay.
they've done is Pedro, and even that decent signing, you cannot beat your chest and say that Pedro will lead them throughout the season and be consistent. He's not done it ever in his life. So
Are you
now,
sure?
yeah, look at his Brighton career. What is am I sure? I don't speak much. I don't speak much now. Go and look at his Brighton career. He's not done it. He's not proven that he can lead the team. Even in Brighton, he comes off the bench. Welbeck benches him. It's not like he plays and starts all the time.
No,
But he has injuries.
when he's injured. It's only when he's injured.
Whatever.
Only when he's injured.
We shall not. When Chelsea signed Pedro, you didn't go, wow, we've signed world class. That's I say for
But
me.
world class team can make a player better. You know that, right?
What?
A world class team can make a player better.
What? They're not world class team. I'm sorry. What is world class
They
team?
won, they won, sorry, they won the World Club. They won the World
World
Cup.
Cup with who?
I hate to defend Chelsea.
No, you can
but
defend
it's
Chelsea.
just
You're a Man U
facts.
fan. You defend failures. What is
No,
World
it's
Cup?
just Chelsea is a failure and Arsenal is what?
No, they are
No, don't say
failures.
that
Hold
now.
on. Let me
No,
explain
don't
to
say
you.
that.
Hold
No,
on.
how can you say Chelsea is a failure?
Hold on.
I hate the fact I'm defending Chelsea right
Clifford
now.
Clifford Asamota. Hold on. If Crystal Palace now in Conference League, let's be honest. I don't know favorite to win that competition.
No, they're not.
Yeah, who's going to beat them in that Conference League? They're favorite to win. West Ham won the competition. Let's not act like the West Ham that the first delegation did not win it. They won competition, and the one is fair and simple. Like you have to look at what Kenny was saying. They have good. No, they're using their smaller team. Chelsea didn't even forge. At the point, some games they lose 2-0, they come as second half and beat the team 4-2. That was a competition for. If Arsenal play that competition, I'll be crying. I'll not be happy with myself. My point is like yesterday signing that Spurs just signed Javi Simons.
Simons, yeah.
That's an example of how useless Chelsea transfer this season is. You cannot tell me as much that you pick Garnacho over Javi Simons in your team. Look at the price point for both players. How can your sport director be focusing on Garnacho and Javi Simons is 22 years, I'll be 23. 22 years, sorry. He's young. It's not like okay, their model is young players. He's young. He's talented. Garnacho is not. They don't even need Garnacho. But they have Gittins, the same family tree. Gittins, Garnacho, the same play kind of player, the same direct. In fact, Gittins is more skillful than Garnacho. So what are we saying? Simons became available. He said, "I want Chelsea." Told other teams, "I'm not going to move. I want Chelsea." Look at the outrage from Chelsea fan. I'm not even a Chelsea fan. They are unhappy. They want chance to sign a very quality midfielder that can play across the attack. Right? You chose Garnacho. Come on. It's like when Arsenal signed Noni Madueke and we didn't sign Eze at that point. How the Arsenal fans react? We're like the same price point for Eze, the same price point for if Chelsea have signed Javi Simons along with Garnacho. No fans will complain. They'll be like, "Oh wow, this is a 9/10 summer." This was the same thing that Arsenal happened. Even me, I
So
said,
have you seen where a Chelsea fan is complaining about the signing?
"Are you kidding?" They're outrages. I've been on podcast. People are angry. As much as think about it this way, yeah, they downgraded from Noni Madueke to Garnacho. Garnacho is not anywhere near Noni Madueke, and you know this. Is
Are you serious?
Of
Should we bring
course.
out? Should we pull up their stats?
It's not a bad start. Let me ask you a question.
No.
Wait,
You can't tell me it's
can I
not
ask
about
you- wait,
stats.
wait,
So
hold
it's
on,
about what?
hold
No.
on.
You can't talk. You not
Asmota.
blaspheme and
No,
say
it's
can
not
you
even
talk?
blaspheme.
Should we pull up their stats?
Hold on. Can I finish?
No. You will not finish.
I'll
Should we
give you
pull
a
up
very
their
simple.
stats?
I'll give you a simple analogy. Be honest. I want you to be honest, and I'll ask Ola.
You are not
Menu.
answering. You're not
Hold
answering.
on.
Should we pull up their stats?
Hold on. Can I finish? Menu, right, is having the same situation, maybe slightly similar to Garnacho, right? Man U fans are happy to get Garnacho. Bye. Kisses. Take care. Menu just say, I'm not. Menu is saying, I don't want to leave Man U. I'm looking for regular football. Man U fans are trash. We cannot afford to lose Menu. That's how they feel, because these guys, they by all means, we need to be in the team. Nobody's talking about Garnacho leaving to Chelsea. Like, good luck, take care. He's stubborn. His attitude, that. Menu.
No. Garnacho's issue was a disciplinary issue.
Asmota, hold on. Let's
That's
be
the main
honest.
reason why Garnacho is leaving Manchester United.
I think out of the millions of fans, it's only you that support Garnacho. All your other fans are fighting, letting go. They are doing way big.
I'm not. Don't get it wrong. I'm not
What
saying
don't get
that
it
he
wrong?
should not go. The reason why their fans are fighting for him to go, it was because of his comments after the Europa Cup finals.
Let me ask you.
That is the reason. It's a disciplinary issue.
Okay, disciplinary issue. Let
And
me
the
ask
fact that his brother is always wait. So let me speak.
Go ahead.
And the fact that his brother is always leaking out or claims or rumor has it that his brother is always leaking the Manchester United lineup. And his comments after that final, that is where Man U fans lost it. That no, you can't be a young boy and you're speaking about the manager like that. Man U is a team that will back their manager till the very end.
Yes.
So especially when the manager is just new and you want to bring in player power. So you can't say that Garnacho is a useless signing for Chelsea.
He's a useless signing.
Which useless player has Chelsea signed?
Can I ask you something?
Bro, you're saying Chelsea is a useless team. Chelsea,
No.
Listen. You're saying Chelsea is a useless team. Chelsea went to the World Club Cup where they are world champions and won it.
No. You're missing the point.
Wait. You're saying Chelsea is a useless team,
Chelsea
right?
signings are useless. That's my point I'm making.
And you also said that they're
As
useless team.
I want you to be very understanding of easy points, right?
No, your points are not easy because let's say
before,
in the past 3 seasons. Wait,
let's
I
focus on for transfer. No.
I listen to you. In the past 2 seasons, you said that Madueke is better than Garnacho. Because Madueke is in Arsenal, and that's why you're supporting him.
No, not because Arsenal. I didn't like the signing. I don't like the signing. You don't know what I mean.
Should we pull up stats? Are you ready to do that?
Do you know this?
So that we'll end this argument.
Wait, hold on. This start will fall back and bite you. Let me tell you why.
Should we pull up stats for the next 3?
Let me tell you why the fall back and stop and bite
Ola,
you.
you can unmute and see what you want to see.
It's like saying Sterling. No, Sterling has better stat than Hazard.
That's not what we are saying. Ola, what do you have to say?
Can I just quickly say something?
Go
One
ahead.
thing this is one of the reasons why I don't really like talking about English teams, because there's a certain way that a lot of people used to see things that I don't really buy into. Because why would you say Madueke is better than Garnacho?
Why is Garnacho
The
better
very
than
fact
Madueke?
that he's not.
Why is
I don't get it.
Okay, why is
For
Garnacho
real,
better
I
than
don't get
Madueke?
it, because
Answer why?
Because Garnacho is more creative than Madueke now.
How
For
is
the
he
fact,
creative?
He's more creative now. Ask them now.
for the fact that he is now a player for Arsenal doesn't mean that
That's not what I'm saying. You
say
guys
that.
miss the point. I say that. No, Ola, I don't think you miss the point.
As in, bro.
Listen what I said. Hold on.
No.
Ola,
No,
I'm not even saying.
See,
No Arsenal fan we know. As supporter knows. Even Tayo, that is not around now, even supported Madueke signing. What I said was that because why Arsenal fans are not talking about Madueke so much, because we signed Eze. When we signed Madueke, everyone like, guy, Madueke and Eze price point, maybe maximum 5 million was the difference. We're like, why are we signing? If we sign Madueke and that denies us of signing Eze, that is a big problem. That's why Arsenal fans were at the point. Spurs were linked to Eze. They almost signed him. We're like, guy, we cannot downgrade and give Madueke when we had Eze. This is exactly what Chelsea faced. That's my point. Asmota, let's be honest. I'll ask you, if you have Garnacho and Javi Simons, who would you choose? Asmota, you first. Yes or no?
No. You can't ask me a question when pull up the stats, because your comparison was Madueke and Garnacho. That is your comparison. You said, how can you sell Madueke and go and buy Garnacho?
It's a downgrade. It's a downgrade. You see, because You're using stats now, and I told you if you use stats, Sterling has a better stat than Hazard. Doesn't mean that Hazard is not better than Sterling.
No, it's not about you. Can't. That's not a way. That's not a way
Okay,
comparison.
okay, so that is
So
not
are you saying
comparison.
who is the Hazard? Who is the Hazard in this situation?
I'm just giving you two players that have
No, who
one
is the
has better
Hazard in this
stats.
situation? No.
My
You
point
can't
is,
even say that.
you Man U fans, the way you're rating, hold
Promise,
on,
wait.
Kenny, the way you're
I
rating,
just want to. I want.
the way you're rating Garnacho, right? You saw Garnacho less than Alanga was sold to Newcastle. Just keep that in mind. The way you're rating Garnacho is a top player.
So let me tell you something.
You sold him for 40 million.
I posted
40
Kenny,
million pounds.
Kenny,
I'll be 40
Kenny,
million euros.
Kenny, I posted it in the group that Man U are very bad at doing business. Yes or no?
Yes.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Nice one.
Cheers.